Hello everyone. So while working on the group project, one of our group mates, Alice, constructed a slant sloped roof for the high bay lab building design on Revit, which we thought was a really cool and useful feature in our design. Let's take a look at how this complex looking structure can be built with an easy to follow video. To showcase the various tools for Revit, we will be building this structure. As you can see, it has several sloped roofs that we will need to make, while ensuring that the walls meet the top of the roof without gaps. We began by constructing the structure's base plot. This is accomplished by selecting the Walls tool from the Architecture tab. Build a wall that is vertically perpendicular and 30,000 meters high. After that, make sure to click the Offset tool in the second column from the left, under the green highlighted Draw tab. This tool aids in the construction of multiple walls by offsetting them to a specific distance. Set the offset to 15,000 meters and then construct 3 more walls on the right side of the recently constructed wall. We make a point of changing the offset from 15,000 meters to 0 meters right now. Complete the base plot by connecting the two far ends of the wall to form a complete rectangular base. When you're finished using a feature, press Escape to make or repeat any changes. By clicking the 3D View tab or the house icon in the column of the very top of the Revit, you can view your completed base plot and inspect your structure. This also aids in viewing the various levels of elevation that you have set for the structure, as shown in the video. Once we're done creating the base plot, we head on to building our first slope for the structure now. When we click the south elevation, we can see our various elevations. We can click on the plan that shows our base plot at 4,000 meters height, because we can see the walls from there. As we begin to build the first slope, we use the Roof tool from the Architecture tab and the Snip tool from the Draw tab to create a boundary around the first rectangular plot. To change the direction of the roof slope, go to the Mode tab and select Slope Arrow. Point the arrow in the direction you want the slope to be slanted. Set the level at tail to 4,000 meters. The level at head to 12,000 meters, and the height offset to 0 meters under the constraints. To confirm your changes, click the green arrow at the top. By selecting the 3D view, you can review how your slanted roof turned out and see how well it aligns with the plot's first and second walls. We can resume our 4,000 meter plan. Now, under the Modify tab, we use this tool to fill the gap and attach the base of the top of the wall. Here, we're attempting to split and create the first rectangular base as a separate plot. We then exit this tool, select the walls that need to be connected, and click Attach Top Base under the Modify Walls tab. By selecting the 3D View tab, we can now see these changes. Once we've finished the base slope and the first slope, we can start building the second slope. We will put it from the first slope, 12,000 meter elevation, to 24,000 meter elevation. First of all, let's choose the 12,000 later. So here's the plan view of the 12,000 meter elevation. Then we select Architecture, choose the roof, the boundary line, and rectangle. Then we start drawing the roof from this point. The end of this first slope Draw a big square and end here. Then we select the slope arrow, start from the middle of the roof line, and end at the border. That's it. Then we go to the properties, change the level at tail to 12,000 meters, and the level at head to 24,000 meters, and change the height offset from 3,000 to 0. Select apply and finish the edit model. Then we are done. Here's our work. So let's take a look at the structure in 3D. The next thing is to draw these walls to the roof. Make it closed at the first slope. So let's go back to the plan view of 12,000 meters. Select modify, activate controls, then the split element. We chose this line and this line, which makes our walls individually, so we can modify each wall independently of the other. Okay, now we selected the 3 walls together with the control button and press attach top base. Then we go to the 3D model and select the roof part. Now we can see that the walls are attached to the roof, and that is what we want. Alright, so now let's go to the plan view of 24,000 meter elevation. We can see the 2 completed roofs. Now let's finish the 3rd roof. Select the architecture, the roof, activate and the rectangle like we did before. Then draw from the outline of the one wall to another wall. Then select the slope arrow and also from the midpoint of the roof to the other midpoint. Then go to properties, change the level at tail to 4,000 meters and the level at head to 24,000 meters. And the height offset to 0 meters. Then finish and exit the model. Here it is. Let's check the 3D model. Here's how the roof looks, the same as the second one. We need to attach the wall to the roof to make them tight. So let's go back to the plan view of 4,000 meter elevation and select these 2 walls. Click attach top base buttons. Then go to the 3D models and click the roof. That's it. Here's what our work looks like. We can check the south elevation, which will see more clearly the different elevation slope of the roof and the attached wall. Learning how to use the various tools shown in this video allowed us to construct this roof. We had to understand how to use the slope arrow tool and how to fill in the gaps between the roof and walls. We hope this video helped you construct any roofs or slope section of a building in Revit. Thank you so much for watching our video for Civ 200 and have a great day. Cheers!